All right, here we are. We are on the verge. The sign is right next to us of going on the Oodnadatta Track from Mari towards Coorparpiti in upper South Australia. Looks a little bit rough. I dropped the tire pressures a little bit, so we're gonna go slow and just see how it goes. It's kind of a crummy day today.
And hopefully we don't die in the desert.
A little bit of sprinkles. Yeah, hopefully that doesn't happen.
And hopefully we didn't get robbed.
If we did die in the desert, we would be straight in heaven, so that'd be okay too.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that's right. So off we go. There's the sign, and here's the track over here. So let's go see what awaits. What adventures await? Looks like the first, not official water crossing, but it's some kind of floodway. This track is not very comfortable. It's a bit bumpy, but we've been on worse. Yeah, it looks kind of salty, doesn't it? It's nice and smooth here. Boy, this is the smoothest this track has been yet.
Hallelujah.
Back to the bumpy stuff.
Yay.
Corrugations. It's like a washboard. Somebody used to live there once.
Wow. That's a pretty big house.
Not anymore. Okay, here we are in the outback. Only an hour from the closest civilization. We're close to it. There's the old train bridge over here. This was the train that used to go up to Alice Springs and Darwin. But every 5 years or so, the floods would come through, wash out the train tracks. Hey, careful, there's someone coming up behind us. Wave. So those are motion-activated alarms because we are at the dog fence, over 5,400 kilometers long. And that noise encourages the dingoes to stay on this side of the fence. The near distance of the dog fence.
And we will show you the farm.
Go across there. Get back, dog. Get back, dingo. Yeah. All right. You hurt my ears. All right, it is cold out here. Probably 15 degrees and probably 10 or so with the wind chill. Yeah. All right, I let the tire pressures down to about 35 psi just to try and smooth it out a little bit so we don't vibrate to death. All right, onwards. Encountering some roadworks. Looks pretty cool. Yeah.
We said it.
Pretty cool. Okay, here we are. We'd get out, but it's just too cold outside, 13 degrees. This is Plainhenge.
And look at that airplanes.
There's some writing on the bottom there.
I wish you would be able to go into the airplanes.
Oh, we could, yeah. These are two previous tourist flights that didn't make it home. Salty water.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of water in there.
Oh, that was painful.
Ow.
So we just passed a grader and a roller, and it is smooth. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Super smooth. Yep. Comfortable? Yeah, take your shoes off, get comfortable. Sit back and enjoy the ride. Cruising at an altitude of 2 to 3 feet, at a speed of 60 kilometers an hour on average, and burning 10.6 liters per 100 kilometers of fuel. At least that's what the truck says, but it's probably more like 14 or 15 if we're having a good day. And we should be at our destination, which is not on the map. Oh, that road swing around, that's pretty great. This is South Lake Air. Let me zoom in. So, oh, look at railroad lines. Used as the South Lake Air, and then to the north is, well, North Lake Air. And I'm not sure which one of these lakes, but they're dry quite often. It was in the summertime when it's not raining, or I think. I could be wrong, it's happened once or twice. But Donald Campbell in his Bluebird jet car, the speed car, so land speed record, back in the 50s, I think. Studied it a long time ago in school, which was in the last century, so a lot's happened since then. Alright, there it is, South Lake Air. Alright, so looking back towards Curdy Merker. Follow the train tracks, and here is the bridge across this mostly dry riverbed. We are at Coward Springs. And it's quite a lovely spot. $22.50 for me and the boy. Gotta pay $7.50 for him, otherwise it would have been $15. Could have saved $7.50. But, you know, he's worth it. No, he is. Yeah, so it's a lovely spot. It's a big campsite. They're all spread out. They're not jammed together like being in the city. There's a little fire pot and a bench. And even a welcome that said, "Welcome, Paula." I don't know. She obviously wasn't expecting us, but yeah. So anyway, we're going to head to William Creek along the Oodnadatta Track. And then we're going to cut off to Cooper Pedy, but I heard the road is closed today because of the rain we had overnight and this morning. You can see, this is just the track here in the campground. You can see the water behind me. And we're going this way, back that way, that's to the north. There's people that are staying here because they're like, look at your boots. Look at my boots here. The mud that's got stuck onto the bottom of my boots. So that's going to get on your tires and the sand. It's not mud. Sandy mud. Anyway, we'll give it a whirl. There's camp spots along the way if we have to stop. But the sun should dry it out, so that's good. And the wind, sun and wind, evaporation, all that stuff. All right. All right, so we were going to go straight from William Creek straight across to Cooper Pedy, but because of the recent rains of 2 nights ago, that road is closed. And we passed it not too long ago, and it looked like a really rough track, whereas this is a not as rough track, the Oodnadatta Track. So we're going to go see Oodnadatta whether we want to or not. And we're taking it nice and slow, because there's a lot of rocks buried in the roadway that just kind of stick up. And you know, the caravan tires are okay, but they're not as thick as the truck tires. They're a bit more worn down, so yeah, we'll take it easy. Alright, so we're here at a river crossing. But there doesn't look like there's any water in this river. But we were just commenting on how green the trees are. And they're sitting in the river. So there's probably water way down deep. There it is. In the Australian outback on the Oodnadatta Track. And there it is. And there's our transportation, and we're standing on what's left of perhaps a little volcano.
Look at that rock.
We're exploring. Oh yeah, it's really shiny. Very nice. We're exploring the volcanic aspects of this area, meaning that the road is quite rough in a lot of parts with rock sticking out of the roadbed, making it even rougher. Not like the previous part of the route where it was fairly smooth. So here's a close-up of the road surface that your tires run across. And that's not too bad. This is pretty tame. There's parts where it's like almost like points sticking out. It's a bit scary.
We should have got a four-wheel caravan, which is properly off-road.
Well,
so hopefully we don't get stuck.
yeah, it's one advantage of four-wheel caravan. If one blows, you got another one on the side to kind of carry the weight and get you out of trouble. We have one spare. They say carry 2 spares per vehicle, so we have 1 spare for the truck and 1 spare for the caravan. So we have 2 spares. There you go. Flies, bloody flies. They're merciless. They just crawl. We have nets. We need to get them on. Here we come. Are officially coming into Oodnadatta. Yay! With sealed roads. Hey,
Hallelujah.
looks like all the roads are open. There's a pink roadhouse they're famous for. We'll have a look. We need to see what the fuel prices are. We need to fill up, so we'll probably just do it. Roadhouse, the pink roadhouse. There it is. 8 kilometers north of Oodnadatta. Hopefully we'll be left alone by the local indigenous population.
Hallelujah.
It is a Friday night, so they might come out here to celebrate. We'll find out what happens. He's having a fun time climbing through all this.
It's still a coach.
I don't know. find out, eh? It's almost like glass.
I know.
All right, he's gonna climb this hill. Let's go straight up. Let's go this ride. Yeah, let's build this ride straight up the hill, mate. You know, right? Then we'll open the transmission and brake shop. Everybody has to come see us every couple weeks to get their just keep going the way you're doing. Watch out for those cliffs, please. This is a pretty stinking cool site. And how much does this cost per night to stay here? $0. That's right. $1 million views on a $0 budget. Oh yeah.
Extra zero.
Bring your own wood for a fire. Nature boy. Very nice.
And I got it on my third match.
Woohoo! Good job, bud. Beautiful sunset. Very nice. As we sit here by the fire, today marks the 300th day that we have been on the road.
And then tomorrow it's gonna be 301.
Very good. He can count. It's excellent.
Oh, brother.
Oodnadatta.